Pope Francis wrapping up a historic 5-day trip in Mexico, a symbolic cross-border mass in Mexico. That celebration expected to draw tens of thousands of the faithful on the Mexican side, as well as the American side. We're going to bring in Father Jonathan Morris, Fox News religion contributor, with me now. Good morning to you. People are going to look at that and say you're supporting illegal immigration. They can say, listen, we're a country, we've got borders and we've got laws, don't defy that. And you actually argue the contrarian side of that.
Well, Pope Francis spent the last 5 days going up and down Mexico saying, let's talk about the root problems of this immigration crisis.
Which is?
Number one, he blasted politicians for corruption in Mexico and in Central America. He's blasted the narcotic traffic that's going on there, and people are fleeing from violence, and they're fleeing from poverty. So he spent 5 days, but now he's going to the border, and this is what will get attention. He's going to be laying, besides the Mass, he'll be laying flowers down in front of the area where many people have crossed the desert and died in remembrance of those who have tried to make that trip and have died along the way.
Well, he's carried a message about immigration even when he was back here in Philly and New York.
That's right, and in Europe all the time.
But this context that you're giving me is something I had not heard before. You're saying that he's accusing the Mexican government of not operating a country that is suitable for people to stay there and live there.
He said that in Mexico. He said to Central America, some 100,000 unaccompanied minors that come to the United States just since 2014. Something is seriously wrong. Now, he's also going to call the United States to fix the system that's going on right now, which I believe is very hypocritical. A lot of people are not going to like what I have to say right now, and that is, I believe that our country, under both President Obama, President Bush, and others, have had a tacit invitation to immigrants to come over the border. What is that tacit invitation?
I don't think you're getting an argument.
We've got a porous border, no doubt. But then secondly, once you get over here, there's a promise you're going to find work. Why? Because the government is also not punishing employers for hiring illegals.
I get it. That's fair and balanced. Quickly now, roll this video here. This is the Pope in Mexico, and apparently some of the followers were grabbing his vestments, and he said, hang on, don't be selfish. That's animation.
I don't think he's going to do that again once he sees himself on television, no doubt.
I see. Rather unusual.
Maybe afraid, too. He's probably afraid of all those people around him.
Understood. Thank you, Father. Jonathan Morris, interesting perspective.
Thanks so much.